Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the English trainer for this hour. And we will be going over telephone interruptions. So we will have a warm-up discussion, and then talk about different interruptions that we may have. So, one moment. Okay, hello.
Hello,
Hi, how are you, Miguel?
I'm fine, and you?
Very good. Very good. So where are you from, Miguel?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. Okay. Is it 10 p.m. in Colombia right now?
Yes, it's 10 p.m.
Excellent. And are you new to Verbling, or just new to my classes? Or have you
Uh,
been in my class before?
yes, I already have one class with you the last week,
Oh yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh,
It's okay.
of course, Miguel is a common name as well, isn't it?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
And I think you have a lot of students.
Yes, yeah, and it takes me a while to remember people. I think they have to be in the class at least 4 or 5 times before I remember them, on a daily basis, and then I start remembering where they're from and so forth. So
Yes.
yeah. So how is your day so far? So I guess it's almost over, but how's your day
Yeah.
been?
Yes, great. I'm a little nervous because tomorrow I have my IELTS test.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm just making sure that I can make a good test tomorrow.
Hmm. Okay.
I hope
Well,
so.
if I hear any huge errors, I will let you know. So
Thanks.
I will make sure you know that. All right. Hi, Yu. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Are you back to work, or do you go back next week?
I will go to work tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. So are you excited about returning to work after a
I
vacation?
feel very disappointed to work.
Oh, are you? Well, that means you had a good vacation then. Because if you had a bad one, you would be like, "Oh, I can't wait to get back." So sorry to hear that. But Raphael, how are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
Very good. So, Raphael, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, and my name is Rafaela.
What is your name?
Rafaela.
Rafaela.
Yeah,
Rafael.
that's it.
Rafaela. Rafaela. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I did. Yeah, you're right. I didn't see the last part. Rafaela.
Okay,
Rafaela.
not
So I
correct.
apologize, Rafaela.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. I like people to pronounce my name correctly as well. So a lot of people will say holy instead of Holly. So
Yeah,
um,
I don't mind, but Rafael is the masculine of
yeah.
the name, so it's strange to
Yeah,
hear.
so you just have to say the A in the back. Yeah, I'm sorry. That
Yeah,
happens.
okay, no problem.
All right. Hi, Kelvin. How are you today? So it's quite late in Brazil, isn't it?
Yes, it's
Is it
uh,
midnight?
midnight.
Yeah. Kelvin, are you in Brazil too?
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, okay. And it's midnight there as well. So, all right. And is there in Brazil is such a large country? Is there more than one time zone in Brazil?
Yes, there is. I think we have 3 or 4
Time
different
zone.
times.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. So, all right. All right. Well, today we're going to go over telephone interruptions. So, first of all, as far as your jobs go, now, Janu, you work as as a history teacher in a high school, right? So, Rafaela, what do you do?
I am an engineer.
Engineer. Okay. All
Yes.
right. Okay. And Miguel, what is your job?
I am a web developer.
Web developer. Okay. Are you the one that is a freelance web developer and you live in the countryside in Colombia?
Yes.
Oh, I remember you now.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're living everyone's dream, I think. So,
Yes.
yeah, okay. And Kelvin, what do you do?
I am an engineer student and I'm a developer.
Okay, a web developer as well. Excellent. All right. So the reason I ask is it kind of when it comes to telephones, it gives us all a frame of reference because there are some jobs like teaching where you don't get a lot of telephone calls, all right, Janu, and then other jobs where you get a lot. So, Janu, do you receive a lot of telephone calls in your job?
Uh, I don't often receive the telephone call.
Okay, yeah. And in my experience as well, don't really receive phone calls either. Um, However, I mean, teachers do receive phone calls, but it's not as often as people who are working in companies. So, for example. So, let's think of this. In what situations can a phone call interruption have a negative effect on your work or business? How can you handle such an interruption? So, Kelvin, when it comes to your business in line of business, what do you think? How can a phone call interruption have a negative effect on your work or business?
Um, I think it's just one. For example, I'm busy now, programming, help someone, and um, the phone. Um, how does the phone down?
The phone,
Then
the
yeah,
phone
yeah, ring, yeah.
rings. Okay. And oh, so you're in the middle of doing something, being creative, and the phone rings, right? And so can that be a negative thing when you're being creative when the phone rings and interrupts you?
Sorry, teacher. I don't understand what you say.
Yeah. So when you're being creative and then you get the phone rings, does that interrupt your creativity?
No, no, no. Generally, when I have a call,
Mhm.
can be a problem, um,
Mhm.
or a solution. The other departments in
Okay.
my work.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you. And Miguel, how about you? What kind of phone call interruptions do you have, and could there be a negative effect on that?
Well, as a freelance, I don't usually receive calls from my clients, but
Mhm.
I I receive a lot of emails, and I think it's almost the same situation because you need to handle very well the client support. and you need to be very professional in your answers, and as well in be polite, very polite.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And Rafaela, how about you? In your job, in what situations can a phone call interruption have a negative effect on your work or business? And I think that Miguel is right. Email can be just as interrupting. So, what do you think?
Yes. Well, let me explain something before. Actually, I am an engineer, but I work as a benefits analyst for a while because I'm participating in a trainee program. So I am working as a benefits analyst, and then I will go to the industrial area itself.
Okay.
So working as a benefits analyst, I receive telephone calls all the time. And it's so hard to me to do my tasks while the phone is ringing all the time, you know?
So, do you have to stay at your desk answering calls? Are you free to get up and go talk to someone about an issue?
Sometimes I have to get up and talk to someone or go to a meeting, for example. But most of the time I have to stay at my desk and I have to answer all phone calls because working in human resources, we have to be available to people all the time.
Yeah, because it is important to them.
Yes, that's a challenge, I think.
Yeah, and so you're in the middle of your work, and then you get a phone call, and you're interrupted, and then you have another thing you have to do, and you go back to the first thing, and then you have the second thing, and then you get another phone call. I understand. I've done that.
Yes, it's my day. Every day is like that.
Okay, so telephone interruptions all the time. All right.
The telephone and emails and people going to my desk. That's my job, and I like it.
Good, good. And it sounds like you have a lot of variety and it's challenging, which is really nice. Because believe you me, if you ever have a job where you have to go there for 8 hours a day and you have absolutely nothing to do, it's worse. So
Yes.
I experienced that for several months, and I went, oh, I can't do this anymore. So I quit and started teaching English again. So it's in you. How about you? Have you ever been in a situation where you had phone call interruptions, and did it have a negative effect on your work?
A few months ago, I was taking a meeting with my director leaders, including the headmaster in my school. Before the meeting, the headmaster gave us some rules. Everyone should close their cell phones. But when the meeting was beginning, one of my friends called me again and again. The phone call made a big noise. The situation made me embarrassed.
Okay. So he did not shut off his cell phone when he was told to, right?
And finally, I had to close myself.
Okay, yeah, okay, so you did not shut off your cell phone. Okay, so remember in English, we do not actually open or close cell phones. We shut off or turn off turn off cell phones, or we turn on cell phones, but we do not open or close the cell phones.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a real common mistake made by a lot of people, so it's not a problem. All right, so let's go on. Handling interruptions. Let's read the following dialogues in pairs. So the first set, Kelvin, could you read A, and Miguel, could you read B?
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Robert. I'm afraid I can't talk right now. I'm in a meeting.
Sandra, I just wanted to ask you a quick question. I'll only be a second.
Okay, if it's very quick, go ahead.
All right, excellent. Thank you. And Rafaela, A, and Jinyu, could you read B?
Hi, it's John. Have you got a minute?
Actually, I'm in the middle of something. You need something quick?
Yes, I just wanted to know.
Okay, so we have these different phrases. I'm afraid I can't talk right now. I just wanted to ask you. I'll only be a second. Okay, if it's very quick, go ahead. Have you got a minute? I'm in the middle of something. Is it something quick? I just wanted to know. So notice it. People say, I just wanted. And that's very common. So which of the expressions in bold are used to avoid speaking to the caller? Any guesses on there or answers?
I'm afraid I can't talk right now.
Okay. I'm afraid I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. Those are the two. That's basically they're trying to avoid speaking to the caller. What phrase in bold encourages the caller to keep it brief?
I just wanted to ask you.
No, that isn't. That isn't encouraging to keep it brief. Keep it brief is to keep it short.
I'll only be a second.
Okay. That is actually that's trying to encourage them to listen. So that's the second one. To be it brief, it's these other ones.
Okay. If it's very quick, go ahead.
Yes, that's one. Yeah. Okay. If it's very quick, go ahead. Is it something quick? So these are the people saying, okay, I'll listen if it's quick. So what are the phrases that encourage the receiver to listen? Jinyu, you said one of them. Is it something quick? What are some others?
Have you got a minute?
Okay. Yeah. Have you got a minute? Perfect. There's one.
I'll only be a second.
I'll only be a second. Have you got a minute? I'll only be a second. And the other two are, I just wanted to ask you. I just wanted to know. Okay. Now we have these phrases here, these expressions. So which categories are these in? Which ones of these are avoiding speaking to the caller, encouraging the caller to keep it brief, or encouraging the receiver to listen? First one, Kelvin, can you which one, can you read that and then tell us which one that would be?
The expression I'm a bit busy at the moment can be the number 1.
Perfect. Okay. Miguel, could you choose number 2? The next one.
Yes. Can I call you back later? It's number 1.
Can I call you back later? Perfect. Okay, and Rafaela, the next one?
This won't take long. Number 3.
Perfect. Okay, and Shinyu.
Can it wait? Mm. Mm. Number 1.
Number 1, yes. Okay, and then Kelvin, second one.
You've got about 30 seconds. Is the expression 3?
Okay, it's actually 2. That's saying I'll listen,
2.
but you have 30 seconds. You only have 30 seconds. I'll listen, but.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and then the next one. Miguel, could you try that one?
Yes, I'll be really quick. That is number 3.
Yes, I'll be really quick. It's 3. And then the next one, Rafaela.
Is it something urgent? How can I pronunciate that?
Okay. Is it something urgent?
Urgent.
Urgent.
Okay. Is it something urgent?
And actually, you would go, is it something urgent?
What?
Yeah, you'd have kind of your sound, your voice would actually go up. Is it something urgent?
Okay.
Because of
Is
the
it
question
something
mark.
urgent?
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
I think it's 2.
It's actually number 1. Is it something urgent?
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're trying to avoid it. So if it's not urgent, they don't want to talk about it. So, okay, Shinyu, what would you do on the next one?
Okay, try to make it short. 2.
Yep. And then the last one, Kelvin, what would you say on that one?
The expression 3?
Yes. Okay. So do you have a moment? That would be 3. Do you have a moment? Do you have a moment? All right. Now let's complete the following dialogue with the appropriate words and expressions from the above exercises. More than one expression may be possible for some of the gaps. Okay, and so I'm going to copy and paste some of these onto the side here so you guys can see them because it's hard to see. Bear with me a moment. That way you can. Oops, that doesn't work. So sorry. I guess you can't do that. Okay. Well, we'll just have to go back and forth if you can't figure out what it is. Sorry. Just trying to make it easier. Okay, so let's do dialogue 1. Kelvin, could you read A? And Miguel, could you read B? And then everybody, let's see if we can figure out the phrases together. If we can't figure it out, so. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Adam Laris speaking.
Hi Adam, it's Juan Carlos. Have it's
Anybody have an idea what this one would be?
have you got a minute?
Yep, it is. Have you got a minute? Perfect.
Okay. Hello, Joan. I'm afraid I'm. What is the option feature? I'm so confused.
Yeah, okay. See, that's what I was hoping to.
Sorry.
So here's some of the options. And it's actually, for this one, it's up here. It's one of these. It's actually in this one right here.
Okay.
Anyone want to help him? I'm afraid I'm
in the middle of something.
I'm afraid I'm in the middle of a meeting.
Meeting. Okay, sure.
In the middle of a meeting right now. And then what would the next thing be? Anybody? Or I guess Kelvin? In the middle of a meeting right now. Can
I call you back later?
Yeah, so can I call you back later? Yeah. This is kind of hard to do with all these phrases. So I guess I think as a team, I'll do it together. So might work better. Can I call you back later? Okay. And then Miguel, could you read the
Yes.
next one and see?
Adam. I'd be really weak.
Okay. I'll be really quick. Yep. I'll be really quick. Okay, can you read the rest?
Yes. I had to catch a train in a few minutes, and I just wanted to ask you a quick question.
Okay. Kelvin, can you try the next one? Number 5.
Okay.
Let's look up here. Right.
Okay. If it's very quick,
Yeah. So if it's very quick.
go ahead.
Yeah, and go ahead. Yeah, if it's very quick, go ahead. Which is what a boss would say. Go ahead. Hurry up. Okay. And Miguel, could you read the next one?
Yes. Do you know if the conference room is booked for 3 p.m.? We are starting our English course at that time.
Kelvin, next one.
Sorry. I'm pretty sure it's free, but I will call you back in 15 minutes to confirm.
Okay, thanks, Adam. I'll speak to you later. Bye.
Okay, so let's look at 2 pronunciations. First of all, Miguel, for this word, I think this is a very common mistake, a mispronunciation by a lot of people. Instead of curse, it's course. So so an course. In the English course. Because what
Okay.
an English curse, curse of course has a different meaning altogether.
Yes,
So,
I know.
Yeah. So try to say course or. So think of or.
Course.
Yeah, course. Yeah. And then also Kelvin, as far as this one, if we have to be very careful when it comes to the 13 through 19 numbers, right? Because you need to actually pronounce and stress the last syllable. So you have 15, and you really need to stress this part right here. Okay, because if you stress this, the last part, the first part, then it will sound, of course, like 50.
Okay.
And okay, so be careful about that. And it's 15 and 50.
15 minutes. Okay.
excuse me, 50 there, 15 minutes, yeah. Okay, excellent. All right, so dialogue 2, and Rafaela, could you be A, and Xinyu, could you be B?
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Abdul. It's Director Han. Do 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 you have a moment?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember to complete the blank.
Okay, let's look at it again. See if everybody can help.
Yes.
It's probably this one.
Is it something urgent? Is it
Yes,
something urgent?
and you said that very good too. Is it something urgent? Okay, you can finish the sentence.
Okay. I've got a very important conference call in about a minute.
Abdul. Abdul. Hmm. Abdul. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so on that one, okay, there's several of them that will work.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe number 3. This won't take long. I'll be very quick.
Hmm.
Those are 2 possibilities.
Hmm. I'll be real quick.
I'll be really quick.
I'll be really quick. I just wanted to give you an update on the situation with our server.
Okay. You've got only 30 seconds.
Yeah, good. Okay. Okay. And Jinyu?
We've managed to find the source of the problem, and it looks like it will be fixed by the end of the day.
Okay. Thanks, Dieter. That's good news. Keep me posted on the latest developments. I really have to go now. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you. And okay, one thing, Jinyu, remember when it's a past tense ed, like managed? So it's not managed. So we've managed to find the source. So managed.
Managed.
Managed. Perfect. Managed. Okay, and let's now what we're going to do real quick is let's work together with a partner. Let's role play the situation below, and we'll repeat the activity. We'll have each one of you at least do it one time, several times if you want, changing roles. So student A, we can start with Kelvin and Miguel. Student A, you can be Kelvin. Think of a question that you need to ask your partner. Call him or her and try to get the answer. And my dog has decided he wants to dig a hole in the carpet, so I'm sorry for that noise. So call him or her and try to get the answer. Okay, and student B, Miguel, you receive a phone call. You are busy doing something. Try to avoid speaking on the phone for too long. Okay?
Okay.
So you can. So ring ring.
Hi, Miguel. Can you
Hello.
help me now?
I'm a bit busy
Busy?
at the moment.
Oh man, I have something serious. I will be quick.
Um, it is something urgent.
Yeah, man. My bro.
Okay, you've you got about 30 seconds.
So um, how do I fix my cook in my house? Please help me.
How do you fix your cook?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you need to call the company support uh, support team.
Okay.
Okay, Miguel, I will call.
Okay. So the only thing I would suggestion Miguel is to remember order. So when you said is it something urgent, you actually didn't say is it something urgent. You said it is something urgent.
Okay.
So try to remember word order when you're asking a question, and then of course, Kelvin, you truly couldn't think of something something urgent. So that was it took you more than 30 seconds to actually think of something to say, but that's totally fine because we put you on the spot for that. So, all right. So student A, Jinyu, why don't you be student A, and Rafaela, you be student B. Okay. Ring ring.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your voice is delayed.
What? Sorry. Um. Well, I think we missed.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. I think we missed the hand.
Hello, Jinyu, are you there?
No, he's gone. I
I
think
think.
he lost his connection.
Okay, he's still. Yeah, you're right. How did you know that so quickly?
Because of the display avatar.
Hello.
Hello?
Holly, are you there? I think we have some problem with the
Can you,
connection.
yes. Teacher, can you hear us?
Hi.
Hello again.
What happened?
I think the teacher has problems with the internet connection.
Hmm.
He just left the conversation um, a few seconds ago.
She will come back. Okay. Hello, Miguel.
Yeah. Okay, she's back.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. So how many of us got kicked out? Miguel, you got kicked out.
No,
Jin, you got kicked out.
I just refreshed the conversation
Oh,
just to be
did you
sure.
just refresh? Okay. Well, I all of a sudden was asking you how you knew Jinyu was getting kicked out, and all of a sudden I was completely frozen and couldn't say a word to anybody. And you guys were saying, "Teacher, are you there?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Huh, I wonder what's going on." But all right. So So Jinyu, you want to continue the role play?
Okay, let's continue.
Here, get this on the screen. Okay. Ring ring.
Hi,
Hello.
what's wrong with you?
Well, I'm a little busy. I can talk
Oh,
right now.
and can and it's very quick. It won't take long. Please give me 30 seconds. I have some important thing to tell you.
Well, so please be quick.
Mm,
You have you got just 30 seconds.
mm. My computer doesn't work. Could you give me some advice?
Actually, I'm in the middle of something, but I think my colleague can help you.
Thank you. You are very patient. I will call you back.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Okay. That was okay. Now I would say that the first sentence, the first question that you asked Jinyu was kind of rude. What's wrong with you? So, and I don't think you were thinking that way, but in fact, there's another exercise on telephoning that I did a few days ago with students that actually went over rude language, and that was one of them. So, but other than that, I mean, it was. You know, the more you practice on doing with these phrases, the better you'll get. So. So do you guys want to do this again, or do I have some telephone discussions that we can do? If you guys want to go over some different conversation questions, or do you
Go
want to?
over conversation questions.
Okay, all right. So all right. So let's start with. Jinyu, why don't you start? I want you ask somebody one of these questions. You choose a question, and I will highlight it.
Hello, Miguel. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Let's practice English.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
I have some question for you. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
How many phone calls do you usually receive and make in one day?
I don't usually receive phone calls in my job, but usually I receive my family phone calls. Maybe just one in a week.
So if your family calls you.
Yes.
Yeah. And so if you do not call your mom, does she call you?
Yes, always.
So my mom did that for me today. Yesterday she called. I just called to hear your voice. So because I'm not in the same town as them right now. So yeah. So okay, and now Miguel, after you answer the phone, the question, then ask the person who asked you the same question. So ask Jinyu, how about you?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
To keep the conversation going, ask Jinyu the same question or a different question if you want.
Okay. Do you receive phone calls when you're already engaged to another call?
And sometimes I am engaged to another call, and I receive phone calls from the other persons. And when I am working, that often happened.
Okay.
And what about you?
Yes, I often receive important calls when I already have another call in the second line.
It's frustrating, I think, when that
Yes.
happens. You don't receive a call all week, and then you get two at the same time.
I have another question for you.
Okay, well, let's let other people in the class speak as well. So, Miguel, why don't you ask somebody else a question?
Okay, to Rafaela. And how many people in your family have a cell phone?
I think all people in my family have a cell phone.
So everyone.
Everyone, yes. And talking about my mother, she calls me every day to hear my voice.
Really?
Since I've moved to another city.
It's you know that song I just called to say I love you. It's a real who used to sing that? I just called to say I love you. I just called this
Okay, that's the song.
a really old song. When I left home, my dad would call me, and he would say that I just called to say I love you, or I just called to say to hear your voice. And so now, whenever I hear that old song, I think of my parents. So
That's cute.
yeah, but I don't even think he knew that song. He just used that phrase. So
Okay.
all right. And so Rafaela, could you ask Miguel? How about you?
Yeah, and how about you, Miguel?
Yes, all my family, everyone in my family has a cell phone, except my grandma, obviously. But yes, I am in a very similar situation with my mom because I'm living um, alone right now, so she's uh, calling me several times in a week.
And all worried. And does she get really worried when you're sick? If she thinks you're sick or anything?
Yes, she thinks that I'm still a boy,
Well,
a little boy.
you'll always be her baby, you know.
Yeah.
So,
All parents think that.
yeah, especially for boys. I think I don't know. I think girls it's the dad, and for boys it's the mom.
Yes.
So, all right. So under Alejandro, no, not Alejandro. I'm sorry, Rafaela. Could you ask somebody else? Choose another question and ask Kelvin.
Okay, Calvin. Um, how do you communicate with someone who is in another place or country?
Okay. I I never call to other person in other country, but I have friends from Brazil that uh, that are in other country, and generally I call for Skype. Uh, there for cell phones is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I call.
So you would say I use Skype.
Yeah.
So I use Skype instead of the cell phone. Yes. So what countries are your friends at that you use Skype in?
Sorry, teacher.
What countries are they in?
The countries.
Yeah. Your friends who you communicate on Skype with, are they in the UK or China or are they just all over?
In Argentina.
Argentina, okay.
Or Argentina and Peru. Yeah.
All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, does other people use Skype here?
Yes.
I use Skype and Hangout.
Yeah.
I also use Skype.
Yeah. I use Skype out, Skype in, the free Skype. So when I was in Finland and I was preparing to go to the States, I would call these bankers and these realtors, and then I would give them an Idaho telephone number, and so they would call me back, and they had no idea that I was in Finland. So, and then I would tell them, "Oh yeah, I'm in my living room in Finland," and that made it really nice. And then, like last Friday, I have a private student that I use through it's not through Hangouts, through a different classroom, and she wasn't able to get her audio to work. So I said to her, "What's your landline telephone number?" And she gave it to me, and so we just had class through her speakerphone because my Skype out allowed me to call it, so it was really nice. So,
It's really nice.
yeah, I really like it. But okay, and Kelvin, could you choose a question and ask?
Okay. To Rafaela, eh, the question is cool. Are you happy with this company that you use in Brazil?
Yes,
Oh.
I am happy. I am very happy with this company, but I'm also afraid because economic situation is not good here. And I work in a oil and gas company. I don't know if you have heard about Petrobras scandals. It's creating some, how can I say, some difficulties in this,
Difficulties?
yes, in the sector. So we are very afraid of the future, let's say like that. But yes, I am happy with the company. I think it provides a job that challenges me, and I have growth. No, I have developed my skills and my professional skills a lot since I've joined the company.
Now, I think he was asking about your cell phone, the company that you buy from your cell phone.
Okay.
Are you happy with your cell phone vendor?
Thanks God I don't have a cell phone. I just have a phone that stays in the same place, you know. Station.
Okay.
I don't know how to say that.
I would say so. Usually, with that, we would not say thanks God. We would say thank God. So we wouldn't actually have the S there. So thank God in English. It's
Okay.
slang, but it's slang everybody uses. So.
Okay.
So we wouldn't say thanks God I mean, it is grammatically correct, but we would say thank God I don't have to do this. Thank God. So
Okay, thank God I don't have a cell phone. I just have the traditional phone. I don't know how to say that.
yeah, it's a landline telephone is what it's called. Landline.
Can you type that for me?
Yeah. Yes, it's on the Verbaling chat.
Okay, landline telephone.
Yeah.
Good to know.
All right. All right.
And the telephone's good.
So, all right. All right. Rafaela, could you ask Jinyu a question?
Okay. About how many text messages do you send in a day?
I often send 12 text messages every day.
12?
Mm.
Why that many?
I send four text messages for my mother and five text messages for my father. They are very old.
Mm-hmm.
I often ask them to take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, when you say I send it for them, is it on their behalf, or are you sending it to them for them to read?
I repeat.
Yeah. So to send a text message for someone, it is a different meaning than to send a text message to someone. Okay. Okay. So for someone is so you said I send 4 text messages for my mother and 5 text messages for my father, right? Do you do that for them, or do you send a message actually to them for them to read to make sure that they're doing okay?
Oh, I made a mistake. I should use send to.
2. Okay, that's totally fine. That's why you're here, right? So yeah. So to send a message for is on behalf of someone, but send a message to someone is for them to receive. So that's good. Okay, that's a good mistake actually to have done. So
Good mistake.
yeah, well, those kind of mistakes, that's something you've learned, So, all right. Well, it looks like we're out of time. Miguel, I wish you all the luck in the world tomorrow on your IELTS exam. I think you will do fine, personally.
Thanks, teacher.
But
I really appreciate it.
Just be confident. That's the most important thing. Be confident and say what you need to say. So, anyway, and Kelvin, have a great evening. And Rafaela and Kelvin, I guess it's very late for you, so sleep well. So, unless you stay up, I don't know. And Jinyu, have a great afternoon. So, and enjoy your last day before you have to go back to work. So,
thanks for your time.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Teacher.
Bye-bye.
Yes, Jinyu.
And can you give me 2 minutes?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Oh,
Let me stop the broadcast.